You keep waiting to feel motivated. You keep waiting for the spark. That perfect mood, that perfect morning. But it never comes, does it? Because you don't need motivation. You need consequences. You need something that scares you. You need a reason so deep, so powerful, that failure actually hurts. Because until the pain of staying the same becomes greater than the pain of changing, you'll never move. Motivation is a myth. It's a feeling, and feelings are fragile. You think champions wake up motivated every day? No, they wake up responsible. Motivation might get you started, but consequences keep you consistent. Because when there's something to lose, comfort dies. When the stakes are real, your excuses disappear. That's why most people fail. Their dreams are optional. Their goals are nice to have, not do or die. And when things get hard, optional dreams always lose. Let me tell you something about real change. It doesn't happen when you're inspired. It happens when you're cornered. There was a man who wanted to change his life. He tried everything: routines, books, quotes, motivation. Nothing lasted. Until one day he said, "If I don't change this year, I lose everything." And guess what? He changed, not because he was inspired, but because he had no other choice. When you burn the ships, when you remove your escape routes, that's when you finally go all in. You've been chasing motivation like a drug. You scroll for it. You listen to it. You crave that temporary high. But the second life hits you, you crash. Because motivation fades, but discipline lasts. And discipline only grows when consequences are real. You say you want to be successful, but what happens if you're not? Nothing. You just try again next month. That's the problem. No punishment, no urgency, no reason to fight. You want real results? Raise the stakes. Attach pain to procrastination. Make failure hurt. Accountability is the most powerful form of motivation because it's rooted in consequence. When you know someone's counting on you, when you know your word is on the line, when you know your time is running out, you move different. You stop talking about potential and start living it. You stop saying someday and start saying now. Because pressure creates diamonds, and pressure comes from consequences. The truth is, if failure doesn't scare you, you're not playing big enough. Most people don't fail because they're lazy. They fail because they're comfortable losing. They fail and nothing happens. They quit and life goes on. They settle and no one calls them out. You want to grow? Make your comfort zone expensive. Put your pride, your reputation, your name on the line. Because when comfort costs too much, you'll finally start fighting again. You don't rise from comfort. You rise from consequence. You got to look yourself in the mirror and ask, what happens if I don't change? Not in theory, in reality. What happens if you stay the same for another year? What happens if you keep wasting your potential? What happens if you die with your dreams still inside you? That's your consequence. That's the weight that should keep you awake. That's what should make you move. You don't need another pep talk. You don't need another quote. You don't need another someday. You need to feel the cost of not changing and decide that it's too high to pay. Because until it's personal, you'll never truly fight for it. Let's be honest, you've had enough chances. You've been given time. You've been given talent. But you've been wasting both. Every day you delay, you dig your own grave of potential. You keep saying tomorrow, but tomorrow's a liar. Every time you hesitate, you lose ground to someone hungrier. You say you want change, but your actions say comfort. You say you're tired, but you keep sleeping on your greatness. Discipline, that's what separates the average from the elite. Motivation burns out, discipline burns forever. Discipline is fire, and fire hurts, but also purifies. It burns away excuses. It melts weakness. It leaves behind something indestructible: focus. You don't get discipline from comfort. You get it from consistency, from doing what you said you'd do after the mood left. You're too comfortable with plan B. You always leave a door open to quit. Burn it. When you remove the option to fail, you find a new version of yourself. When your back's against the wall, your instincts wake up. That's where warriors are made. The difference between you and the person who wins isn't talent. It's pressure. They gave themselves no way out. You keep running from pain, but pain's been chasing you for a reason. It's your teacher, your coach, your wake-up call. Every time you push through it, you level up. Every time you avoid it, you stay the same. Success isn't built on comfort. It's built on consequence. And the price of transformation is pain. But once you survive it, you realize it was never pain. It was progress. You want to change? Then make your word mean something again. Say it and back it up. Promise it and prove it. Hold yourself to a higher standard. If you say you'll wake up at 5, wake up. If you say you'll train, train. If you say you'll build that business, build it. Because every broken promise weakens your mindset. But every kept promise forges your discipline. One day, the world will stop giving you second chances. And when that day comes, you'll either be ready or regretful. You've been waiting for a sign. This is it. Because no one's coming to save you. No one's coming to push you. No one's coming to rescue you. You either face your consequences now, or you'll live them later. So here's your test. Can you go one more day without quitting? Can you push one more rep when it burns? Can you show up when no one's watching? Because success doesn't care about feelings. It only listens to effort. It only rewards action. If you can do what you said you would do when you least feel like it, you're already ahead of 99% of people. Stop chasing motivation. Start fearing regret. Stop waiting to feel ready. Start building consequences that force you to move. Your life changes when you change the price of failure. When you decide that comfort is death. So raise the stakes. Put your back against the wall. And fight like your future depends on it, because it does. You don't need motivation. You need to remember what's at risk if you don't change.